Hey guys, good evening. Vampire Elch pouring in, and we are continuing Spirit of the Poop campaign. 106 turns in. Would be finished on today's stream.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Hey Stragon, thank you for continued support. Live 33 and happy birthday. Stragon is finally 14 years old today, guys. Exclamation mark next, it's not decided what's next. Let me play some Elder and Gladius first. Yoo-hoo! We gotta finish this campaign first. We are planning a short campaign victory. Oh yeah, we get some undead here. They're on the way. We are moving this armor towards the Greenskins. We have to wipe out Grimgir's art boys. It's pretty much the last thing that's missing. They got a bunch of Ken raids, but Lord Croak hates undead, and he's equipped. Manited's got a Rampager standard, and who has the leadership? Colossus Riders. Why not? Well, I'm shocked and I love all the tier 3s at the same time, because I find hard to believe somebody would pay a tier 3 subscription to a Twitch channel. That's pretty much all my nearly all my subscriptions altogether for my streaming platforms like Netflix and the HBO. Vampire Towers actually not Vampire Towers, it's look like Empire Towers, but underground. It's not about me, it's about shekels. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a legion of Blessosaurus, man, that looks so beautiful. You see these guys? It's Legion of Blessosaurus warriors. If this is not one of your main reasons to play the Lizardman, one of them skin fetishists, well, I don't know what to say. We got Lord Croak in this army, aka Grandes Pepe. He has a forbidden rod. And we got a mini Pepe, Lord of Life here. There's a Skink Oracle for movement range and some support, and a Skink Chief for replenishment and some heavy fighting. This army has some regiments right now because we haven't still filled it with the stuff we really want. But like I said, the hordes are more open, freely used regiments around, like the factions that have the settlements. Alex, think of yourself as an eagle who I pay to have on my Steam friend list. The extra shekels help too. Oh man. Thought you're supposed to be making money if you're an e-girl. Not barely going from month to month. Yeah. We'll get some water here. Just had some food. Leadership of the Blessosaurus on currently on rank 6 at 94. We have some extra magic resistance, ward save from Lord Croak, and they currently have frenzy and extra stats from other sources. Send Shredder on the attack there, and all of these guys are going to hit the wall except these two. We're gonna stay on this door here. Going to the blind spots here. We have a crazy amount of power, 186. That's without the Forbidden Rod, it's Great Archon active. Anything above 150 is an absurd amount, especially if you have recharge. Bog, bog, bog! Well, I had to kill the FPS on the monitors. I went to 60 FPS. So you guys get 60 FPS as well. Go in with the Shredder. Shredder against a bunch of imps, that's beautiful. Shredder is a killing machine, as long as it doesn't get blocked. Let's blow them up and give Shredder immunity. These monitors are high-end, made for top hardware, but streaming is a different case. This game is not really made to run over 60 FPS in the first place, but for some other games it's pretty good. What monitors do I have? Check below the stream. How much was on monitor? Over $1,000. They are very expensive. I bought them ahead of the new computer. I would have never bought them, but thanks to you guys, can afford some of this stuff. So thank you again. Vargas are coming. Oh, Vargas, let's go there. Give them a bubble here. If I play on a single monitor on max FPS, it's insane. Even this game. You can definitely see the money they cost. I did some FPS tests on a single monitor, max refresh rate. It's really good. This gives the unit vulnerability. It's a strong ability. All these abilities are actually quite good. You could have sent more stuff in here, but I want the Sheriff to be the main killer here. This is not a very effective anti-large unit, I have to say. I think considering it has 10 entities, it should have a higher anti-large bonus. This kinda is a miss when it comes to Regiment's Renown. Nobody can compare with Croak in the level of destruction. When the Crow gets Winds of Magic, everything dies. Only the single entities can survive. Playing Isabella for your birthday. Well, hoping you're drinking some blood, I mean some alcohol at least with it. Maybe some nice red wine. You know, liquid, not emotional. 25, 25, 19. There goes the Lamian Barhood. This is ring 20. And the research. Yeah, I can also give so much public order as well. When was your birthday again, Bangish Cake? Was it like 11th February? Or is it 13th? 11th? Uh-huh. Well, as long as Khal doesn't declare a war on our vassal, I think we're good in the north. Our vassal is now at 40 settlements. All these factions like us more or less.
This action does not have my consent.
But there's an awkward interaction with this vassal. Yeah, you did request some random game. So you'll definitely get in that day. Haven't drank in a while, I see. Actually had a shot of gin just earlier after food. Store had gin on sale, so we got some. I'm here. You can also do the quest battle, the one against the Chaos, the low level one. Yes, this one. Let's go. The plan is to do both quest battles and get a short campaign victory. Supposed to be a rank 8 battle, and the enemy has chosen halberdiers. Some of the best halberdiers in the game. Thanks, Dips.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Shit. What the hell? Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Crocs got also very few words, the free chaos army.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell? Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Hey, home run, good afternoon.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
In Karacha.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell? Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Should over debuff these guys. Chaos doesn't like attack debuffs, it's what cripples them.
Seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
There's reinforcements coming, huh?
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Here's a big buff here.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
Gotta say, the Kai really feels like just a weaker Krogar on the battlefield. He's really nothing special on the battlefield. I don't have to English cake, they're just weaker. In every single way. Actually, doesn't make any sense with this faction beyond Nakai. definitely one of the worst campaigns in the game. The only thing it has for it is different. Theme of campaign exists because it's different, but the flavor of the campaign is with the units is a huge miss. You put a stuff like Ancient Kroxigor to a faction and has access to Slann, Lord of Life, or any wizards. You gotta ask the players why would they use this one over the wizards. That's the problem with wizards. Yeah, they're just too powerful. Even the support ones. Regular lords can even compare. Most legend lords even can. Why would you use regular over the wizards? Not only the wizards are fun, they're rewarding and they're powerful at the same time. Constant use over time kind of feels like, you know, that you might be missing on something, but you're not missing on shit. This is comparable to a shitty Ancient Stegadon. If you want to have something like this in the army, just get a Saurus Veteran or Carnosaur and you get a better unit. And then you use a wizard, a proper lord. A proper leader of the Lizardman armies as well. And that guy feels like just way worse Krogar on the battlefield. This is King Chief, just Ancient Stegadon on a hero, 7,000 damage. This is Krogar, 4,200 damage. I mean Nakai, 4,200 damage. Stat-wise, Nakai has better stat than King Chief. But this is Ancient Stegadon, killing machine. So numbers are not everything. So why would you have a lord like this when you have a hero like this in the army? There's only so much massive units in the army that will actually work. There's this thing called stagger, blocked animations between entities, and depending when the unit's applied, it can underperform or overperform. So stuff like an Ancient Kroxigor, Nakai, literally makes no sense in the game. At least Krogar is fast, and it can just go through units like they're nothing. So Krogar makes sense, while Nakai or the Ancient Kroxigor makes no sense to have in the Lizardman army. That put aside, I think the Kroxigors, Nakai, and Ancient Kroxigor, they look very cool and fun. But it's shit. That's my ultimate opinion. These units are shit. There are like 5 other units that just do better with the same role. gotta be one of the worst unique items in the game. This little has not team beyond the grinder.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Of course, you know, the lords, variety of lords doesn't exist to cater to everybody, but the policy is that that everybody finds something. And, you know, beyond the first few battles, I don't really give a shit about this lord or this faction. I'm not even content with this. Far from satisfied. And why should I play factions which not satisfy me or at least make me content? We are nearly done. I have one quest battle, we just have to destroy Grimgor. Those factions have Public Order and Untainted Marconis.
Your reach grows yet further, great lord. Your endless victories are changing the very
One bonus
fates
objective in
themselves.
10,000. Makes me wonder what it is.
The world falls before your incredible power.
Glyph of Hexoatl. A new fashion for inscribing the symbol of Hexoatl, the city of the sun, into armor pieces of spreading throughout the Empire. All your armies now have increased leadership when facing the force of Chaos, Norse, Abyss, and Vampire counts. We have defeated the Rise of Chaos. We had a couple of good battles. One battle was kind of pointless, but it was a big battle, so I enjoyed that. And we had another big battle at the crossing, and we just out-resolved the rest. Since 101, they can't do shit against us. The power of the Lizardmen comes directly from the ancient machinery of their gods, the even more ancient old ones, through their temple complexes. Therefore, the greater the number of temples consacrated, the greater the power available for them. So this is what we control here. Everything here in green, that's our vassal. One objective is missing, to destroy Grimgor. So we have to travel to the Badlands. He's actually in the east at the same time. Unfortunately, we do not have military access with any of these factions. We cannot get military access as a horde, only through an alliance. Or we're gonna have to stick to the east side. We will be destroying the remaining factions before Chaos Invasion, so we don't have to deal with probably the most difficult part of the campaign. If you control this area here, because they're gonna be destroying all of this, but you can just occupy things on the other side of the world, right? The most bizarre thing is the long campaign victory, which requires you to go to Naggaroth, Lastria, and Southlands, combined with everything else. Well, Strachan, the game has over 300 bugs still in its complete version. They had noted down. Curious to see how much is gonna be in the final version of the Warhammer series, Warhammer 3. That's why we're gonna be noting this shit down. issues, bugs, oversights, bad items, broken stuff and shit like that. One reason why they might have stopped declaring war on our vassal is due to us having two strong armies. This is the second time we have to go to Chakwa, and the campaign is this. Nothing to do with this or this unless you play a long campaign. Blessed, they just have different paint, more charge and health. That's it. The second Kroxigor is better than Blessed Kroxigor, in a way. I have really no plans for them unless we get a lot of more favor. We need 1000 favor at all times for the victory and some other things. We did pay Reichland to join war against Grimgor.
Be at peace.
This will lower the chance of them attacking our vassal. Clan Scry has 25 settlements, it's impressive. Grimgor is 15. So we just basically beelining for Grimgor to destroy him and that's it. Bad RNG can hit and that's out of our way, out of our what would you say, out of our there's nothing we can do about it. Out of our hands, yeah. Thank you. Which one Lord is most fun to play in my opinion? For me, Talfrance, Teclis, Elmengorst. It's subjective. It's subjective, you know. I can't really give an objective because everybody have their preference. This is a must game. They will not like trespassing, but nothing we can do about it. We can give them some money.
Be at peace, for that is all I ever want. Right?
There's no reason they declare war on us these relations for trespassing. Teclis is a miracle worker. He's one of the most powerful lords in the game, and it's been pretty much since day one. Now it's just even the noobs can realize it. It's also a lot of fun because of all these buttons. Sequence of the Skirmisher. As they are naturally the weaker subrace of Lizardmen, the Skinks can be strengthened by completing this sequence correctly, increasing the word on Belfort exponentially. By giving them 10% more damage and missile strength, even though they don't even have any damage in the first place. Lost a little bit of ability rating, 10 turns, 7 passed. That'll go up in a few turns. Guys going for the last quest bell. And we're looking for Grimgor. What the fuck is going on here? Plants cry all the way here. Oh, there's somebody else here. Vassal's military power, they have a little bit because of the extra army. How do we not know who the hell is here? Clan Morsa. I think I saw them Confederate. Oh, Grimgor is here with a vow. That's why while Grimgor is currently strong, it's a bunch of vows.
Sergeant talk.
120 Armored Skink Oracle. We are going after Greenskins, Grimgor's Arboys. That's the last thing left in the campaign. Requires us to go to the other side. They get two bosses here now. No, we're dealing with the Greenskins, and looks like proper army here for them. At least in the amount of numbers. A little bit weaker in defense, because we can otherwise lightning strike them. Greenskins without numbers can do shit. Okay, for a prediction. Very victory in order. They have the numbers, but they have no scrap upgrades. Pyrrhic victory means a costly victory. It's named after Pyrrhus of Epirus, who has won against Rome, but with huge costs. We don't want to go too wide here and want to have one side tick. You guys will have higher defense on the right. Have an anti-large on the sides. Yeah, there will be problem in the crowd. Got two bobs. Bobs can grind. Should I stay away from the reinforcements for a bit? Should be fine. Here, give me a bubble here. So 4% ward save. Blow up those trolls. Gotta come out of position. Move forward, boys. Guys, had enough here. And these guys are cleared. Send these guys here. Have this guy to debuff their attack, -10 attack from his ability. Yeah. Pull this up. Me on protection here. We can cook the spider on. I feel like we are hitting our own unit there. Shredder will terrify them eventually. This guy's not really good against the goblins. Yeah, their wild causes physical resistance, so they're kind of tough in melee. I mean, this is after all the best melee faction in the game. It's like they're going after the Shredder's health. Why they did get routed. We're actually losing against these boys with our Saurus. Are these guys go here? Well, heal should give us the route here. What I said, it would be a proper fight. I think it's a proper army. We attack them, lightning strike, one-sided. Click, 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 click. This is the only time we actually get a proper fight. I need numbers like this to actually get the value out of their units. They might have a few too many units for to be even. I think it's this little light ahead of us. The Wurzak's Y is very good. Missing technology for our units, and the Lord is missing a veteran battle skill as well. That's Saurian 315. I think we would have lost most of our army without his abilities. I think Chief got routed, maybe got killed. He's not a dinosaur, and we did sit him down. Be a shame we got killed. Might have gotten killed. Predator needs regrowth, but it does good in battles like this. 33,000 damage of melee carnage, that's amazing. Lord Croc didn't do much here. That's below average performance, honestly. I need one more Archon Conduit. I mean, if the Shredder did 33,000 nearly, that tells you a lot. It's a melee unit. His debuff probably played even a bigger role. Those large units would have killed us otherwise, I think. Press. One crystal is good in the army. I'm missing the main healer growth. Are we getting there? Just healing the big ones here. We're gonna need the Shadow Cell for the next battle. Nobody important got killed. We lost the main eaters and the reproductive riders, Regiment of Renown. That is an expendable unit in the first place because it's only a single one. It's dangerous going against large. All the main eaters are always expendable. We were outnumbered 3 times. And the Greens are not joking melee. We fought them in their own game. They're the strongest melee faction. Sparta. Against the Greenskins, we should have more Ancient Stegadons. King Chief will get one eventually. You have to understand the Shredder of Lastria, aka Dread Saurian. It's not only destroying the enemy, but also it's tanking a lot of damage. It's invaluable. This thing has a health pool that goes over 25,000 with healing. Lord Croak and the Shadow Last MVP will kill and eat him. Looks like Chaos is on the western coast. I mean, on the western side here. Interesting. Physical design for Goland. This army still needs Greater Archconduit on the Slalom Mage Priest. Getting magic reserves at growth and Greater Archconduit will be spamming much faster healings and more power. Currently the Greenskins are quite strong because of the Call to War. I'll weaken them here a bit. It's unlikely there's another army here considering. What do we got here? Looking for Hunt Leader, so Feral Carnosaurus and Dread Saurian for the second type of units. Might as well level the Blessed Carnosaurus. $500. This all are 500. We need Anti-Large to help the Saurus. And we plan to get Hunt Leader to get more attack and damage on the Feral Carnosaurus and the Dread Saurian. These things are immediately buffed because of Regiment Renown. Especially about this one is very fast with magic resistance. Croak will make it even tougher. 65 attack with 35 anti-large. Couple of these will eat any large unit alive. This is a special to this faction. This is the Spirit of the Jungle faction. This is their mechanic temple of the old ones. You dedicate temples to 3 different characters, persons, by vassalizing settlements. Once we get the Greater Arcane Conduit, we'll be getting a Hunt Leader. Make these guys deadly. This is amazing for the Dread Saurian as well. We'll got Jungle Dominion and the Epicentrist. We're also working on technologies as well, so we get Sequence of Savagery, more attack for these units. We have to be careful for a few turns because we need to replenish. You don't have to find their VOD, the VOD dies with them. They're mountains, but we can hard replenish. How's him doing? I was doing okay. Struggling against the Skaven, but still alive. We need to destroy Grimgor to win the campaign. I will trespass in the Empire for a bit. Trespass penalty applies, and then in the last few turns. And if you don't leave the territory, then applies again. But we can counter it by gifting him some money. So it's not a really big deal. Takes 4 turns to recruit. Is the bird ready? Yeah, the bird. So what's left? Gringo our boys, and that's it. We might play a game of Craft Eldari in Gladius before the next campaign, which I have not decided. It's not gonna be Dark Elves melee focus. Yeah, just need to start Grimgar and we're done. Next campaign, no plans to play Greenskins unless we reach the goal for subs, which is probably gonna be in Warhammer 3. First one Greens campaign in Mortal Empires. No plans for Greenskins other than the goal. So Chaos just went east here.
Beyond your comprehension.
Indeed. How many Salem's Grim have? Like 15. He's kind of has a cult of us, a strong military. They're currently getting attacked by the Skaven in big numbers. They lost another army from the looks of it.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
Hey, got him.
Shit. What the hell?
We're gonna enter the region. I think we should actually stay here to get full replenish first. We're gonna enter the region to get the vision when we encamp. Okay, we got the growth. Very important for healing. So nothing left here. Interesting, all these things they give the Lord Croak, and his magic resist got to 1 of 5. Didn't they just give something else here, something proper, like this magic resistance being ward save instead, or defense against heroes? 90% is cap, I'm pretty sure. Should get this Carnos onto the other army because of the skills and put something else here. Like this. They're gonna raise war camp. I feel. They're gonna attack before that army reaches them. I don't think these guys can occupy settlements. Oh, they have one more turn. Above the city with more, I guess it's too late now. Ten defense under siege, 15 under siege. Might do something. At least they might end the army towards the end. So, where are the greenskins exactly? They taken the east. I guess we go east. South and then east. This one can go east actually. I think most of the military is tied defending against the Skaven and invading the Skaven. So there'll be very little resistance. Okay, we got the old max buff. This 55 seconds is actually pretty good. For some reason they've been just rushing without resetting the date. Let's see. If they don't enter the city every now and then, the environmental attrition is deadlier. Why am I not using? We're not in battle right now. Comes to battle, we'll use them. It's way behind. But there's a thing how the attrition works. If they don't reset the timer, they start dying. So if you just keep moving through the frozen, and I'm frozen, you can take more damage. They usually go from settlement to settlement so that they reset the cold. It's a hidden thing. This is why the bar is higher if you stay in a bad environment. More than one turn. That's hidden. Just test it the next time in deep waters, you'll see what I'm talking about. Entering deep waters and staying in deep waters is not the same. Sequence of the warrior. 10% damage and 5 deans for the Saurus. This faction does not get 5 attack for the Saurus, unfortunately. Which is very important. The Saurus are already near peerless warriors. This sequence is, if completed carefully and to the letter, will increase their battlefield capabilities even further. If you're running by the stream hours these days, guys, it's gonna be all over the place. But late streams, vampire hours for a bit. Raise of Standard, huh? Nice. They've got a Gazul, but it's gonna get attacked by the Skaven. Looks like Lamor's on them as well. They would be doing fine if we haven't attacked them, I think. Looks like it was pointless to invade the Empire rather than to secure our vassal from being attacked, because there's a Skaven in the way. Well, Reichland has the port, Straklan, and it has one extra settlement. It has the building to also buff economy. I think it's better at Reichland because it's a larger province. Or it's almost the same. Well, the real money comes with tier 4 and tier 5. And the port also generates money with the extra settlement. Look at the income on a minor city, Straklan. 320 just on the core building, plus 15%. Just the core building. And then you got the oppression building, which is also buffed. It's a 4-region province. That gold is not updated for the Vampire for Warhammer 2. The Vampire gold is nothing special, honestly, anymore. It was okay in Warhammer 1. I forgot to update the building. At least with some properties, and if not more money. What is Stars of Nakai now? One moment. So we got 140 armor, 8100 health, very high leadership, 55 speed, has 86 attack. We have bug, discouraged, and poison rotating, depending how the game loads. You know, complete game. Got 50 defense, 728 weapon strength with over 500 AP, 8 anti-large, which is pretty good damage. 57 charge. He got frenzy, so the damage is good. He's unbreakable. Got 22 ward save, 5 physical resistance, 50 missile resistance, 10 magic resistance. He got terror, big leadership debuff. He can activate some abilities for more toughness and damage. And fear. Honestly, nothing special. He's weaker than Krogar on stats. Just weaker Krogar, if you ask me. Speed, mass, damage, everything, really. Yeah, the game, if it doesn't apply both, it should let you choose which you wanna use. But rocket science, you know well all the rocket scientists work these days. SpaceX, I think. CA has lost all of them, replaced them with the internet and shit. They run out of ideas. Quality of life is also, went to shit. Looks like losing those 2 armies will kind of cripple them against the Skaven. So the Chaos raised war camp. And our ally has the vassal has ignored the settlement. Does look like the Skaven is behind them and they're just attacking settlements that can defend themselves. Second army has just gotten to the point where they're amazing and the campaign is almost over.
Ready.
Long victory then. We'll play long victory with this faction when you paid me. Guys, better keeping up with this army. Where is the quality of life here, game? Where is the quality of life here? Nakai has full movement, but is encamped, and the game says to end turn. Where is the fucking quality of life here? They had years to update this, and they haven't. Why is there notification here if the army is hidden or encamped with full movement that we get a notification? Fucking hell. Pursuit of Chaos is RIP. Yeah, we had several battles and we moved on. Now we are finishing short campaign victory before the Chaos invasion. Hey, Dick, bro. What would the price of it? I just said I wouldn't do it even if you paid me. Some things are just not worth it. I would have to be in a really bad time in my life to make such a bad decision to play this on a long campaign. We have to go into Nagashizaram. Well, the Wanderer will visit the Throne of Nagash. I really think the Horde should not have a march stance. The regular stance should have more movement, but you should not allow it to deploy in camp at the end of it, if you use it. In camp makes no sense with the Hordes. Just think about it. How can a Horde march? Do a force march? It makes no sense. Regular stance should be at the march stance, and the stance should be adjusted for that to cost different options. So there's an interception here, Grimgor. Somehow it's a Pyrrhic victory, huh? It's for spiders. It looks like he's sending multiple armies, or he's just trying to defend the settlement. Put a prediction here. This, the spider is actually stronger than Karnam. When it comes to this type of unit, spider is the strongest. Maybe only comparable to the ancient Stegadon. The Carnosaur has speed, which means shitty stats, which means esports, which means shitty balance. Although spider is overpowered since day one. Karnos to really go, you know, be effective, you should use like 2 on one of these targets. 101 is just gonna get wrecked. I'll still do okay damage. Speed is expensive, you know. You gotta balance it for esports. The veterans in the center. The best thing about having a better line of Saurus is the large units can easily go through them. If you have large units next to large units and the infantry fighting in a mix between, you know, 2 parties on the 2 sides of units, that's just a lot of collision, and the units are not effective. As in Dread Saurian trying to move around Kroxigors and cavalry and shit like that. That means delayed attack animations, block attack animations, stagger, freeze movement, you name it. That's why the Saurians go crazy good with swords, with all dinosaurs. And then it's, you know, it's part of the Lizardman armies decide how many dinosaurs to mix with this. Because the other dinosaurs can cause collision and stagger and interruption for all the dinosaurs. So there has to be, basically Dead Saurian needs room to be effective. So you should not put another Dead Saurian next to it or Ancient Stegadon. You're just gonna diminish its effectiveness. While it might work in some situations, or most of the time, there'll be a situation where they're just gonna stare at each other while getting murdered by the enemy. That's why units like Ancient Stegadon, Saurian, should not be more than a few per army. They should be far apart from each other. While the Ancient Stegadons work better fighting close to each other, the Dread Saurians with all the dinosaurs are worse. Give some physical resist here. Black orcs in the back. Need to blow them up. They'll destroy shit here. Grimgor Wa does a lot of damage. another attack here. We have managed an attack on Croak. It's the Golden Death Mask, very effective. We got the Regard now. Regard is ideal for healing. You guys think they're gonna fix the scale of Colic in the next game? Since they introduced the Dread Saurian? I think they should make the Colic and the Dagonosha gods a little bit larger. I think they're gonna just like as usual. Our Spear Riders got murdered. Spiders destroyed those. But what was that used here? I guess against the Chariot and the Pigs. I get destroyed against anything as they have limited health. I guess it's a Regiment Renown, not a Blessed one. Sometimes I still think it's a Blessed one and not a Regiment Renown. Pretty good replenishment here, I think. Average. Decisive victory, what has people predicted? 95%. Okay, good job, boys. Remember, 1-on-1, they can do shit to us. So they were planning to attack with two armies and we intercepted one of them. You know what's gonna happen, guys? Grimgor is going to confederate Azak, and we're gonna have to go back. We're gonna have to backtrack. Maybe I invite Karl against Azak. He can destroy Azak.
By the comet. Friends of the Empire, come. All right?
They actually plan to attack them anyways. Okay. Where you going, friend? What? Hmm. Okay, almost a second grade aren't conduit. This doesn't matter anymore. So, Confederation is imminent, no doubt. 8 settlements. They have a couple of Nagashis around. 3, 4, 8. This shit is defended, they got another army. Wurzak is back. Okay, I got a little bit of resist, nice. We'll immediately replenish, so we don't have to waste time on the battle. We just had battles with greenskins, I need to go more. So the only thing that will save them now is Confederation. King are probably gonna go hostile on our vassal. Okay. Win the following battle on the Kite of Wonder golden tributes. Just like clockwork, Luther Harkins' little tireless zombie pirates have besieged Itza and have begun a full assault on its other walls. Always plotting, always scheming like every last one of their nasty little race. His experienced Skaven mercenaries contingent are consisting his efforts, using all the perfidious tricks at their disposal. Nakai knows all too well that if the first city is to be preserved, if the old one's great plan is to remain under, then swift direct action is required without further delay. This battle, when you're doing Gorok, Nakai actually gets wrecked. That tells pretty much about his faction, how dogshit is. And because of that you lose the battle. But this is actually a very good item. But the other way around, I think Gorok can be fine. I think they fucked up balance on that battle for Gorok. Nakai is dogshit in that fight with 2 weeks of military and toughness. But as a Nakai, Gorok might do very well. So we got the quest battle for actually a decent item. Because they can refresh rigor of units in the army. That's actually quite cool. Probably the most unique thing about the Nakai with that item. I think Reichland should destroy Azak by the time we're done with Grimgor. Looks like there's a lot of military in the east. Okay, let's do the final quest bell. You're dealing against 3 armies here. They fixed this since the last time. You have 3 armies of your own. Gorok looks so much better than Nakai. So much better. But physical resistance alone. Smaller target, silver shield. Better defense. A prediction for this one. You know, it really feels like they finished this faction one day of development, last day of development of this DLC. It really feels like that. They developed the Hans Marshall Expedition for most of the development of this DLC, and the last day they did this faction. Yoo-hoo! Does this guy have 2 engines of the gods? Also strong ancient Segadons. This is battlefield. What is that pool there? Why don't we get that inside the city? Must survive, must survive, must survive. You have to split your fastest units and help, especially if you're trying to help Nakai because seduction is bell. Gorok is light to survive, he's tough. Should be the toughest of this, while the other one should be Master Necromancer's behavior. Avoid conflict. The mass battle, as I can see. Gorok is actually losing health here. Someone's make this fight easier for Nakai than Gorok, I would say. Gorok is kind of fucking this fight because Nakai is shit. You have to really have fast army. Let's just get standing here. Not for Nakai this one is much easier. For Gorok, yes. As you have a condition here. Maintain the presence, Gorok and Lord Zlatav must survive. You gotta divide your army to help. Someone's make this battle much easier. The size of this battlefield is really huge. This guy's invulnerable. They're gonna about to hit pole arms. Harkness and his Terrorgeist. Stuck in the air, huh? The enemy get here is pretty good. It's kind of unique. Because it'll give Nakai perfect vigor, and it'll restore nearby units to perfect vigor. So you can move Nakai alongside your army and just restore vigor, which is massive for melee. Never hit that penalty to attack, defense, damage, speed, charge. This is a close victory by Game Roll Spirit for some reason. Lord Harden gives us magic resistance, that's cool. This is pretty good enchanted item. You get 5 defense, 5 ward save, exactly what Nakai needs. And he gets an ability, which is constant, self-analysis in range, perfect vigor. This means around Nakai and Nakai himself, everybody has perfect vigor. 30 meter radius, another big one. That's enchanted item slot, which is pretty good. They go for Nagashiza, it's gonna take 10 turns to get there. How strong is Bonar Atlas? Well, they got wrecked by the Emperor immediately. Emperor has like 8 armies all on their neck. This gives us 5 attack and 15 charge. Attack for the dinosaurs. The Lisbon trains the savage reptiles of the lost in jungles to slay their enemies in battle. Completion of this sequence will ensure they are even more brutal and aggressive in the fray. All these units in attack. I think I saw an army here.
Let me think about it. No!
They're in the rush. Are we south? We have to destroy greenskins. It's a campaign objective. Had one large battle against Wurzak, one against Grimgor, and the rest is click, 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 click. Look at the southern Great Jungle, full of chaos corruption. What the hell? Wasn't supposed to be good at corruption. So we destroyed the chaos in the east, and all the chaos from the west seems to be going east as well. What a joy for our ally, Vassal. You have to go to Nagashizar, man. Fortified. It'll take 10 turns to get there. What happens if you use this twice? 3 turns. Does this add another 3 turns? It does add 3 more turns. Yeah, at least some convenience. It's 2 great Archons in the army. It's more powder than we can spend on the bell. And it's without a Skig Priest. It looks like when you do this battle, you become military ally of Itza. Guess you're savior of Itza. That would make sense if you're in Lastria. Goddamn Greens is scared to take Nagashizar. Those fucking bastards. Why couldn't they die like in every other campaign so far? Please let's and destroy the dwarves. Not only that, but they actually fully fortified it. On the most defended locations in the game. Fully fortified as well. Meanwhile, other settlements can say the same. That's nice. One Chaos Army comes from Malekith area, destroys all of Norska. We spent all of the early game to build up. Is the Vassal A on easy? Maybe it's on CA, special mode difficulty for their own developers and people. What do you call it? That the critics difficulty or some shit? IGN mode, yeah. Review game journals difficulty, yeah, that's the one. Talaktalan. Grimgore. And settlement. Hey, Konglok. How much attack does this one have now? 77. What?
My blood is quick to boil, and yours easy to spill.
Looks like he got invited to war. This is basically a vassal system in Total War games in a nutshell, especially of late. Dog shit system, just send it to the recycle bin and overhaul the whole the system. Let's ask our Google. Define vassal. A holder of land by feudal tenure on conditions of homage and allegiance. A person or country in a subordinate position to another. Vassal in feudal society, one invested with a fief in return for services to an overlord. In return, the lord had the right to demand the services attached to the fief, military, judicial, administrative, and the right to various incomes known as feudal incidents. It's one of them obsolete Total War mechanics that still somehow is alive in Warhammer series. Maybe once they add that respect fear factor with a currency attached to it, with a whole new overhaul system, the vassal might actually do something in the game. I haven't gotten any Kroxigo technologies. They're so bad for this faction. They're only armored and have missile resistance. So you get armored missile resistance. No attack, no defense, no damage. Sequence of immunity. The jungle itself is a predator. This sequence improves the hardness of Nakai's horde, so fewer of their number fall on companion when not fighting battles. Vassal system is just dog shit. It just needs to be overhauled, reworked. They need to attach the mechanics to it, the resource, some kind of fear, respect level in diplomacy as well. The vassal should not be targeted without the overlord taken into account, either via friendly diplomacy or hostile diplomacy. There should be a ways for vassal to request military assistance, and you request military assistance for the vassal in our reinforcement system that costs a resource or on a cooldown. So out of nowhere, but both you and vassal can have military support and not be on another side of the map with just AFKing there and doing nothing. It makes sense for some of these evil factions, some other factions like Tomb Kings, Hecarim, Dark Elves, Vampires. But if it's a fucking barebone systems, like, what the fuck? Just... yeah. So there's a faction attacking our vassal and we're not at war with them.
You have 10.
Look attack! Do you Jasar? Gore, do you go once? Zukre, uncanny atas. Duck whittle.
I think this would have been way better if you had actually control over the settlements. You retain this income so they actually afford shit. And have various options to defend them when you're not there. Nakai itself just looks like just a shittier version of Krogar. Both as a faction and a fighter. But this faction just has, you know, different playstyle going for them and nothing else. Quite weak faction. But since there's a horde, just chill. Don't get third army and you'll have money. If you go for the world conquest, you can easily get 4 armies, I guess, and then just build treasure. You can play probably 10k negative with 4 armies. Blessed Temple Guards, don't use them unless you have battle skill for them. But they're a pretty awesome unit. The Lizardmen have plenty of regiments around for emergencies. You don't need blessed units. You get those dogshit skinks, chameleon skinks, the blessed skinks, the skink skirmishers, don't use those for emergencies. Hallelujah, this shit is done. Let's not play this faction ever again unless they get a proper rework. This is probably one of the worst factions in the game. I don't find it fun in any way. It's not satisfying. I'm not even content with this shit. This is just poor effort with a shitty part of the game, and all those armies unlocked, but no money. This feels like a shittier version of Warhammer 1 Chaos to anybody who played Warhammer 1 Chaos. Except the Warhammer 1 Chaos had money. So that was the second look on the Spirit of the Jungle faction. Do not buy this DLC unless you want to fop on Marcus and you are, you know, have a fetish on the war wagons. I'll just ignore this shit. Krogar is in every way better than Akai. Just the look that's different. But when you put him in Grimlock, who can tell the difference? You just get better mouse, better fighter. What about Red Saurians? Red Saurians are awesome. Heavy growth, they're awesome. One per army. We made a conclusion with Red Saurians when we played the Hexoatl campaign against 10 times Chaos. The Red Saurian just looks better for the AI just because how the range is in the game. What's next? I'll be back after midnight. Don't wait for me. I'm probably gonna play Gladius. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.